Okay, let me see. Everything is good. Doesn't look like it's glitching whatsoever. Yeah, I think we're live. Yeah, we're live. All right. Double check. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Commodore Labs here today, bringing to you guys my live discussion for Kingdom, chapter 526, the sword, the spear, and the iron hammer. Oh man, yeah, it's one of those chapters, man, where like I enjoyed it. You know, it's Kingdom. I'm always gonna enjoy Kingdom, but man, that ending wrecked me a little bit because like it's not what I was expecting to happen. But I don't know, man. It's one of those situations where I'm kind of like, I don't, I trust Osen, I trust him, but at the same time, like Moten's being screwed. You gotta understand where I'm coming from. I'm a Moten fanboy, so of course, like I want to see him get his shine. I know Shin's gonna get his shine eventually, you know, in this arc, if not in the second half of the arc. You know, I was saying before, like, you know, he should be facing Gyoun most likely, but judging how things are going right now, man, like I don't know what to say. Let me see. Let's make sure all the chat's all fixed up. But yeah, man, there might be sometimes my Wi-Fi might be a little bit jumpy, so just let me know in the chat afterwards if it's working or not. Make sure. But yeah, man. And also, I think there's Kingdom is supposed to be out next week, I believe, because I saw something where it says a double issue, but apparently, the thing with that is like because I think the chapter was coming out last week or something, and we're supposed to get 527. Situation with that is, I think we're supposed to be on break, so I don't know. Hold on. Cool. Okay, we should be fine. Yo, Darkside, what's up, bro? Yeah, man. Kingdom on break next week, magazine break. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be chapter break, chapter break, the way that was supposed to work. And then by mid-August, we're supposed to be good. Let's see. Yo, do it with the Don Tom. Hey, I love that name, by the way, bro. It's a nice name. But yeah, for sure. So yeah, so it is a magazine break. I was thinking that for a second. I don't know. I gotta ask Dustin afterwards what he meant. We're supposed to get an extra chapter because it's supposed to be chapter break, chapter break. But I don't know, man. Anyways, talk about this chapter, Kingdom, because still a great chapter, considering what we're getting right now in the story with, you know, Ohan versus Bananji. And like the feats that I don't know, man. Bananji is something else, honestly. Like, I was doubting it, you know, because you know when people assume things, you know, like it's assumed that he has the same strength level of strength as Kaishibo and Rempa, and that's Rempa. That's a big name, man. You know, so like to say like, you know, if this guy really was on the same level, but like when when Baggio, when he kicked the shields in, right? I believe it was 507, 508. I gotta go back and 508, I think it was. This man cracked the ground. Even before that, he goes and he just stops freaking Ohan's attack. Like Ohan goes for the attack, he just grabs him right after. Like the fact that he says, like, you know, like he's killed people with these hands against the Xionghu leaders who were like, you know, who had these superhuman abilities. Despite that, he was able to kill them. Like, bro, you see, this goes back to the pages on 517 that show the characters from Chin and Zhao paired up against each other. Shin was paired with Kisui, Aku was paired with Bananji, and Moten was paired with Fute Gyoun. Yeah, I know. I gotta go back and see that again. But you know what, man? Like, I really at the same time, like I want to see Moten get a GG kill. You know, I don't want him like facing against someone like, not to disrespect Fute, but it's like we've waited probably 5 years now to see whether or not Moten's on the same level as Shin and Ohan in terms of fighting capability. That's what I value right now at the moment. I know he can get it done in the strategy aspect, the battlefield, you know, when it comes to his plans, but like right now I care about his fighting. And if he's not up to standard, like again, we have Koshu and stuff who's like, you know, just his strategy alone, he was good enough to be in the 6th grade channels with Chin. So like, if Moten was the same way, I'm fine with that. But the man has a sword and he can fight. See, Shin could be a distraction for Moten to get the kill on Kisui. I know, I hope so, Corpop. I hope so, man. I really, really, really hope so. Elson is known for using people as bait. I know, and then afterwards he realizes like how good the guy is afterwards. Like I still remember Olsen, man, going like, you know, under his breath. So you knew all along. Let me see. Fute is a stronger fighter than Kisui from what we've seen. Yeah, but you know what, man? Because now Kisui doesn't really have Ragan to protect at the moment, and he's kind of let the restraints go a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we had to really see like his fighting capabilities afterwards. But he's gonna be. I think he's still gonna be at least a pretty decent fighter when it comes to his combat. You know, considering how like I think it was Maron too said like he at least assumed he was like a great general level character, and considering we haven't seen him fight, I think he would have to be on that level. I still think, man, he's got to be great general level. But let me see. Are we talking about Heki? Hey, listen, we're gonna see Heki next chapter, which is crazy because freaking we're gonna go see Yotanwa and see what development's going on over there. And considering the hype that we saw with Baranji and stuff, like I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. Yo, Dustin, what's good, yo?
What's good, dog? What's going on?
What's good? Nah, man, just talking about this chapter, man. Talking about these Bananji feats that are just, you know, out of this world. Because listen, man, the Baggio kicking down the shields was something, but my man broke rock. Oh, my man broke the floor, yo.
He broke the ground, man. Like, dog. It was crazy to see them actually go to the ground. We haven't seen that since Shin and Rinko, I think.
Yeah, at least with that, we haven't seen. And I think it's the first time we're seeing Ohan too, like in a one-on-one where he's not on the horse mounted. I could be wrong.
I know, I think it is. When I see it, I was like, is Ohan really finna go to the ground? I thought he was going to fight on the ground. Like, does he have the same level of spear technique on the ground versus on the horse? Like, I didn't know. Yeah. I mean, I assume he should, right?
That's what I'm saying. Well, I think he should be even better because, like, again, he has a speed advantage because he's not mobilized with the horse, so his like movements is not restricted as much. So if he has speed to back himself up, like even showed in this chapter with Bananji, like even he has his attack, but he keeps on getting ahead of me because of his reach. So like if he has speed along with that power, I don't know, bro. Bananji underestimated the hell out of Ohan. I'm killing him.
I hope so, man, because Ohan needs a I mean, it's not really, I guess not really much of feats on that side because it's not like a lot of known commanders outside of, they're not really known outside of Zhao. But he's still, for him to take down a guy then for them to make that Earl Shi comparison, like this chapter, like he got the same destructive force. I was like, what?
Yeah. And how long ago that fight was with the Fire Giants away? That was like maybe a year or two, I think, at most.
Yeah, that was a while back. Like, and he was able to beat him. And then you think it's like a recognized top 5 people in the spear, like the 10 bows of China, or he was just like generalizing that statement when he said that?
I think generalizing in general, man, because like we really haven't seen too many other guys who like, you know, like the Earl, like in terms of like their spearsmen fighting. So like I think fighting wise, I think that's what freaking off. I forget the name, but the Agents, whatever, was kind of saying about with Ohan. But I don't know, man, like. Because when he says the Central Plains, he's talking like Zhao, Wei, you know. So like fighting capability. If he's talking about fighting capabilities like that, I mean, like I can't overlook someone like Gaimo. You know what I mean? Because that guy's easily got to be in the top 5 right now.
You know what to do, Shanfok?
Yeah,
I thought he had a glaive.
Well, I mean, like I'm talking like fighting capabilities. So like just like not even just spears, but like just in general fighting overall. I think that's what he meant.
I thought he said he was a top 5 spears in the Central Plains.
Let me go back. I have the chapter out again. I think it could be a spearsman. Let me see. Yeah, it was. It's been a long time since we last seen Honsama as seriously strong enough with speed and precision from here. Has the same as destructive force as Earl Shi, the Fire Giants away. Yeah. And there's no doubt that he's among the top 5 in the entire Central Plains. But then it's just like, yo, who else can we say that's in that conversation from a spearsman point of view?
Yeah, because outside of Ohan, only spear hitters that we like even knew of was Earl Shi and this Goku A dude, or however you say his name, Goku K, or that's the only shit I really think we know about. That's like fame. Oh, and Rikusen.
Yeah, and Rikusen too, because he gives him a challenge as well. So
yeah, but I don't know if Kingdom, they might pop up with some spear wielder that we never was told about and say he was like one of the best spear wielders in the land or something. Shoot, the the dude in Chu that we haven't seen, the general in Chu, he could be a spear wielder. We don't even know.
Oh yeah, with Cohen, yeah. But I wouldn't consider him Central Plains, considering he's more from the south.
Oh, so Chu is not okay. So they're talking about this in the middle. See, then that's
yeah. So
then so he's just saying in the central. So that's crazy. They just said it. I don't know, man. Because this chapter was so hype, but I was the same way with you at the end. I was like, what? You can't take Moten like you can't do that to my boy Moten like that, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like I already know. Like Shin's gonna be taking Hoken and Riboku's head. One or the other, he's gonna get them.
Or both.
Right, but it's like if I were to give him someone else's, like right now instead of Kisui, I'll take Youn, the other guy that paired up with Chogaryu with Rishinjo, and like I'd rather see him fight. But now because that guy most likely staying in the middle, and with Shin going off to help him out, like he's taking 800 people. And I remember I was talking with Corpop about this. I think he said like about Kyokai being one of the people going off with Shin, which I think should be the case considering that she's been on the sidelines most of the time. So I think it's time to like actually see her in an actual fight. And considering that some people have been predicting that Fute most likely is going to make an appearance afterwards to kind of come from behind or something and attack afterwards, maybe they have Kyokai just go in and tussle with him and kind of like stop him so that way Shin can go towards Moten and help him out from there.
Some people have been theorizing. I've seen a lot today. They think that Shin gonna ride over there with Naki and his boys. Because I think the reason Osen is sending Shin because I think he's sending Shin because okay, you got Maku attacking Kisui from this side. And then you got Kisui. He said he's worried about that, but he's even more worried about Moten, who can attack him from two different positions.
Yeah.
So you basically got him pincered and pressured on two sides. So if you bring in Shin with 800 cavalry like an arrow, just like how Oki did back when he was fighting Fuke of defense, then you just flip him in between those two and try to get and let Shin do what he does best, and that's taking out the enemy commander. And it's kind of sucks that it'll be like taking Shine away from Moten, but that's what Shin do, and that Osen, that's like showing how great of a strategist he is for him to be able to set all them pieces up like that. You think, oh, Moten is the final play. Nope. I got another play. You think you worried about Moten and Moku. I got another little, I ain't got to take a whole bunch of my forces. Just send 800 and slip in, take the commander, slip out. Which I really don't. I really hope Moten, like, I hope they compete, though. I hope they, like, Moten just don't let it happen. Like, he competes and try to get Kisui's head.
Exactly.
Walk in and take it.
Because then I feel like afterwards, like, who else is there for Moten to kill? Per se, like, I know, like, we can say, like, strategy-wise, he can earn his name as a general. But I feel like this is the time now to finally see whether he's going to be on the same level as Ohan and Shin in terms of fighting these kind of guys. Because if he's not, then he's going to be a guy that's on the sidelines, most likely, like, you know, setting up all the power plays and stuff going on.
And they all got to rise to general level by the end of this war. So Moten has to get a general-worthy feat. I think him just reading Osen plans, that's great now, but if he don't actually take somebody down, like you said, then it's really not worthy.
That's what I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I still have faith, though, in Hara that, like, Moten's going to have something crazy happen. But this whole Shin thing, it's like a monkey wrench in a way. So, I don't know. We're going to have to see how things are going to go from there. But, honestly, what did you think of, though, the fight with Bananji and Ohan? Because, literally, like, the way Ohan was just, like, going in on him, like, just, you know, smacking him backwards afterwards a little bit. Like, I was thinking, there's no way Bananji's being, like, you know, pushed back like that by Ohan. No way. And then afterwards, and then, bro, then the second he grabbed Ohan's arm.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I have never seen, like, I'm pretty sure in Kingdom, we've yet to see someone literally just stop swinging away to just go and grab the person and just, like, throw him off his horse. And it shows you, man, if Ohan wasn't, like, quick enough at that time, his head was getting smashed into the ground.
Yeah, the only person didn't do that was Shin, because when Shin got stabbed in the leg, he jumped off his horse and grabbed Rinko and threw him to the ground.
Yeah.
That's the other time we seen that. But I was just like you when he was like, I was like, is Ohan really pushing this dude back? I was like, Bananji got to be playing with him or something. Maybe they're trying to trick me here. Because it's too good. They looking too good for all. Like, no, this man really is keeping this man busy. But it was crazy that he wasn't able to get a clean hit though. Like after all that, even though all he could do was like kind of defend, he still wasn't like getting, you know, taking a clean hit. He was even saying if he had more time, he could even start to read Ohan's spear. but they didn't have the time,
Yeah,
so he forced himself to jump and try to take him down. Which is crazy that he even did that feat, to actually jump off your horse and grab him and throw him to the ground like that.
Yeah, he's a huge guy, man. Like when you see like the panel, like where he's kicking him afterwards on page 11, like he looks so massive, and he's supposed to be the same size of Mobu. So it's just like, holy crap, bro! Like now I kind of want to see Mobu do the same thing to like someone like Hakurei or even Kuyoku or something. You know, like
how I feel about the Iron Hammer being his fist though. Like I really would have liked it if it was an Iron Hammer, like for real, like.
Yeah, like a war mace or something like that along those lines. But then I don't know. At the same time, like when you think of the Mountain Tribe and stuff, and how crazy those people are supposed to be, and considering what Riboku did to like 100,000 or 80,000, something like that, right? You would think like one of his guys is going to do something out of this world. And of course, killing someone with your bare hands, bro. His hands were like, almost the size of like some people's heads. So like,
where the hell is Riboku though, bro? How many chapters have we since we seen this man? Like.
I want to say by like 5. See, we're on 526. So I want to say I think by 521, 522 was the last time we seen him. It's when he was giving that plan to Kisui before like Molten action just started kicking in. I think it was like 519 or 520.
Yeah, I was just about to say I think it was 519, 518, bro. It was like 6.
Yeah, so that's even way more back. Yeah,
that shit is crazy, dog. Like, what is he? What is he like? It got to be something he's. I don't know. It's like it got to be something that he's doing because Tahara purposely not show Riboku at all. Like we even seen Ocean a little. For him to not show him at all how he's reacting to the battlefield, nothing that's going on. We don't see how he's reacting. And we're just seeing his soldiers and Quinn's side. That's it. Like, it's got to be something. He say it's lagging or dead for anyone else?
I don't know. I think on my side it's fine, but I don't have YouTube on. I literally just have like the Hangout portion on and the chat. Because I know like, I get glitches at times if I have both of them on. I don't know. It could be like unless you're on your phone or something. Like some people I know, like it's not that good. But I don't know, man.
It looked fine to me. I got it right here.
Yeah.
It looks straight.
It might be just like when the transition from like Hangouts to YouTube after, and then like I guess like when the final product's out, like it'll kind of like kind of balance it out. But anyways, fuck, what was I gonna say?
So simple and short too, bro.
It was. I thought it was gonna be a long chapter. Like in my video I recorded, it was like a 15 minutes, 16 minutes, and I go look at the content again. I'm like, holy shit! It was the last page. But I want to slowly. We'll get there eventually. But like, I don't know, bro. Bananji, like I was saying before too, man. With the commanders, like I really think these guys are gonna be a lot more hype. But if this is what we're seeing from Bananji, I cannot wait for next chapter when we see Shusuiju versus Yotanwa. And like I keep seeing that people are like thinking that maybe we're not going to see any generals or like any early characters in general die on the first day. But I don't know, man. After seeing like what's going on, I wouldn't be surprised if like another monkey wrench happens and like we see like Shusuichi probably take out someone, maybe like not like a Baggio or a Taijifu, but someone like underneath them maybe.
Well, I think it's gonna be set up to where like he said that to Ohan. And then Shin actually takes out a commander on the first day, and then everybody's like, and then they're gonna piss Ohan out even more. He already seen Shin claim Retsubi. Osen tasked him with that. Then Osen comes and tasks him with taking a commander, and he does it on the first day.
Yeah,
that's gonna piss Ohan off, man. That's gonna piss him off. So I would better not take this L though. That's all I know. I don't think she will, but she better not. Especially after all that, she's like, "Don't worry about it. I got this. I know what to do." And the reason I say that is because I really think this dude Shun Suiju, something to be reckoned with. Like I really believe it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like the fact that we're seeing this from Bananji, like it goes back to, man, when he came on the horse and stuff. It took him like half a day or something from where he was at before to get to Riboku, and even Fute was saying too, like it took half a day on horse. And then like we know because of the Shinshonju tribe, they're like it's a horse tribe as well from the mountains. So like if they're specialized on like mobilizing horses and getting from long distance, like I would think like he has to be one of those Shinjuju men, because I like when you look at like Bananji, he doesn't seem like someone from the mountains. He just seems like one of those thugs that would maybe from the north side and stuff that would just like fight them off when he was younger. But like Shusuiji does seem like someone that actually is from like that place. And I remember like I forgot who it was saying this, but I remember seeing where some people think that like Riboku, when he killed all those people at Shinjonju or whatever, right? That he took Shusuiju into his army pretty much and kind of raised him as one of his guys afterwards. So what do you think of that? Or like you think like he's just been there since time?
Now, I think I'm not sure. I think it's either or, because I think the reason that Riboku sent Shun Suiji over there, besides him being a capable general, I think it's because he has some connection with the mountain tribe, whether it be he was like Benanji and he's been fighting up there his whole life, but he's younger, so I feel like it's more likely that maybe because they say he's like an orphan of the north. So yeah, maybe he did get rescued, and Roboku's seen, because Roboku used to be up there too, and Roboku's seen something in him, like how Yaton was seen something in Baggio, and took him in, raised him, and he has that side to him. So it would make sense why he would send him to go fight against the mountain tribes, and then maybe even after he saved him, he had him fighting against the mountain tribes from then on too. So maybe he got experience with that from both sides. But she can't take an L, bro. Like I want to see Yaton get pressured. I do want to see her get pressured, to where she got to really pull out her shit and then overcome it. That's what I wanted. But I don't want her to lose. Like she can't lose not right now. I feel like Kaki probably a dive out of the three.
That's the thing, man, because I want to go back to Gyu as fast as we can, because the way things are going right now with Shin just showing up, I was saying to myself, unless Hoken were just somehow show up on the left side, so he occupies Shin, but I'm still in the mindset that he's gonna show up at Gyu and try and fight Kanki.
Yeah, I think I either think Oken might show up and fight Kanki, or this theory that somebody presented to me. I think I told you about this. I didn't really believe it at first, but the more and more we don't see Roboku, the more and more I'm like, is this really could happen? Could Roboku really take a detachment of men, leave that battlefield altogether, and go to Gayu and try to give revenge to Kanki? Because remember, he said that he will avenge Keisha's death with his own hands.
Yeah.
And could he really mean he wants to kill Kanki himself in combat? If we get a Roboku Kanki 1v1, imagine that shit, bro.
I know, that's a godly fight. That's something that cannot be underneath it can't be underneath something like Rinko and Shin, which was how many chapters was that? That was more than 5, I think.
2 separate fights too.
Yeah.
I think it was 5. I think it was over 5, 6 chapters. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was a good amount. It wasn't just 2 chapters and that was it.
That's what I mean. I don't know, man. Because at the same time, I would love to see Roboku pull something like that off, but I feel he's gonna be so chilling in the back and stuff, waiting for the opportunity to come in, and then that's when he's gonna use the trap card. But again, this is his own turf, so we have to see more of his people. And I remember seeing people too saying Shiba Show is gonna probably show up somehow, but considering that he's so far off in the east side of Zao, and we're probably gonna get a part 2 of this arc, because Gyu, once that's taken over, I remember it was a Shoei-kun saying it's gonna take 3 years afterwards to take on time. But considering how things have been going the way Osen has it planned out, I couldn't be surprised if it's going to take 6 months or maybe a year at best to get any more resources afterwards to kind of come through and then kind of help them out so that way they can make the charge. But it just matters of is Zao going to take the chance to attack them once they get Gyu, or are they going to hold back? Because Roboku can't go back to Kantan if he loses Gyu right here.
See, and I'm wondering how long this arc is going to be, because the last time we seen an arc where it was so many different battlefields that Hara had to shift between was the Coalition War.
Yeah.
And he did that so well, and it was 100 chapters. And we're 30 chapters into this arc, 31, and we still haven't had a 1v1 fight yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
On any other battlefields. We still haven't had, and we're 31 chapters in. So it's how long is this arc gonna go? What's gonna, and then the battles are on a time constraint, and Hara usually does that. Skip a few days, second, third day, not much happened, or the same happened as the other days. So it got me wondering, because this arc is so hype, and we haven't even got to the climax or the meat of it really. We just been having set up, and all that shit's been fired, 10 out of 10. This arc has been amazing to me so far.
Yeah, definitely. I would say right now, because of some stuff, I would say the Molten stuff is very hyped, of course, and then just overall in general, I would say right now it's leaning towards an 8.5 to a 9. I'm just waiting for that something to kind of lit the kettle to kind of go off, so it can kind of give us the reason why things are getting so hyped. Because right now it's more of a setup, but the setup is just being done so well. We're not getting any major fights coming out of the way. Which I like this in this stature, because we're not throwing Hara's not busting his load literally in the first fights, and then afterwards we're waiting until by the time we get to Kantan, who's gonna be left afterwards for some major battles. I was seeing right now in the chat, Draco's saying Coach Show and stuff, who I believe is the deity in the capital and stuff that's chilling there. I don't know. I don't see him showing up until we actually get to Kantan. タン. Same thing I keep saying with Gakujo, because I still believe he's gonna be there.
Yeah. I was just thinking about you and Gakujo. I thought you were about to say he's at the at Canton right now. Yeah, he's at. You think he's at Canton, right?
I have to like I remember with Dark Side stuff we were saying like he might be like in Yan like he might have left like I wouldn't say similar to Gakui because I mean Gakuki how he was like given riches and stuff the same thing like Gekishin they went off to Yan afterwards. I don't see that the same situation and like if he had died we would have known something about it like and then like in a little small bubble or something but like and the same thing too with Rempa telling him to go and get stronger and stuff like I just can't see like the god of the verse, even regardless if he's like old and shit, he's still the god of the verse. If he tells you go get stronger and stuff, like you're gonna come back and play a role. And because considering like he's like a great general and stuff, right? So like he's like a rank below the 3 crit heavens. If you don't have one of those guys in a war right now where you're potentially gonna lose your state, even if it's just like one guy, it's just like still you need all troops to be right there for the fight, and that guy's not there. I don't know. That's silly to me, honestly. But
Shin calling on Osen calling on Shin like Oki did way back then as symbolism.
What did he say?
You know how Oki had called on Shin to take out Fuke? It's the kind of the same way Osen's doing right now with Kisu.
Okay. That's interesting.
It just shows, I don't know, man. I don't know where this is gonna go, man, because I respect Raboku highly, but at the same time, I just got this feeling like Osen has had this war in the bag before he even left the capital of Quinn.
Yeah.
You still don't know what he asked Shoiken for. Like, I feel like he has this, like, Osen is the type of dude, and especially with him being this aggressive and all his moves seeming so daring, that everything he's doing is seeming so, even Raboku and them was like, I thought Osen was the cautious type, but everything he's doing, it seems so daring. So it feels like he got to have something that is like we can't even imagine, and he's just like it's the trump card. It's like it's going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like unless the crazy thing is like allow me to do what I please. Like he goes out there and fights on his own, and we see like he's literally like how Oki was. We just kill dudes left and right. Like because that's the thing. I want to see the guy fight, so I would think like he's not just strategy alone, but he's got to be a monster too. So like.
I feel like he got to be strong because he's the Oki. But look at Ohan. I mean, look at Oki and then look at Ohan, his son.
Yeah, because one's like more brute force. The other one's more of like he has like that speed to him because like the spear and the glaive, one's swinging, one's poking dudes, right?
Yeah, both of them smart as hell. So
yeah,
Osen can be smart and strong as hell. And then we seen Osen take the front lines with his glaive. They didn't show too much of him fighting, but when he came from Coalition down the side of Konkyo Pass, he was leading the charge with his glaive.
Yeah.
So he had to get into the fighting right then and there. So we've seen him take the front lines. He's standing in the front lines right now in front of the Centra. So I don't know, man. This chapter was what we need. I woke up because I took a nap, bro, and I was like, I guess I had my phone on silent, so I woke up a bunch of notifications, and then I seen you posting the chat was like the chapter is coming out today. I'm like, how you know that? And I checked Reddit. I checked Reddit. I'm like, oh shit, it's already out right now. I'm like, oh shit, let me go.
Hey, shout out to my boy Quentin, aka Epo was Go, because I saw from him he put the because on Turner Farmers they have like the comment section. I guess the guy who does the translations like was updating it, so he literally posted a screenshot from him saying like he was editing I think one of the Omakes or something like the little funny things that they have in like the end of the volumes. So he was gonna release that, and then he's like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna release the chapter." And I'm at work. I'm like, "Are you kidding me, man? Like you wait till like later or something?"
Yeah, hold up,
home, bro. But like. And then it's like, man, I rush home and it's just like, damn.
I got confused about the break. Like, at first, I don't know. Like, is 526 coming out officially this Thursday, tomorrow?
It's supposed to be officially, yeah. So then, like, the magazines for the next chapter will be 527. But because this is a double issue, we're not going to get that chapter. Kind of like right now what's going on with One Piece. So, like, One Piece this week, I think is supposed to be the same thing as well. It's supposed to be a chapter, double issue. And then afterwards, it's going to be going on break. Because I remember, I think it was Yonko Productions. He put it was supposed to be chapter break. And then afterwards, by mid-August, we're good.
So, Young Jump official releases before Shonen Jump's official release.
Yeah, so Shonen Jump will be the Mondays officially. And then Thursday would be for Weekly Young Jump.
That's why I got confused. Because I thought that Shonen Jump was the first of the week. And then Young Jump came, official release was after. I didn't know that it was like really before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, so now it makes I thought like we gotta be getting 527 dinner break, but okay, it's kind of crazy, bro. Cause July been crazy. We've been having all these chapters late and then breaks, and it's like, damn, I think they get like 3 or 4 chapters after the break though, just in August alone, like from everything. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. That kind of sucks though, the situation now, man, because like now it's like it's gonna come out Tuesday. Like if it comes out Tuesdays, I'm good, but my work schedule next week, man, like all my reactions like to the next month are gonna be so late. So like I don't know. That's like once I get my desktop, man, I might have to start streaming my chapter reactions just to kind of compensate for me not like putting out the chapters early. But like, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. But like, I'm so happy regardless of we're getting these chapters, you know. Like even if it's a little bit late or whatever, as long as I get to like read them, talk about it and stuff, have these discussions, it's all good after.
Yeah, as long as this is my thing. As long as I just want a consistent day, wherever that day may be. As long as we know it's gonna be coming out on that day, then that's fine with me. Because we're not even supposed to be getting these chapters anyway. So the fact that we able to get them, I can't really complain. It's just that, man, but my freaking, I don't know, man. My freaking Wi-Fi and all that shit been pissing me off lately. Because I use my hotspot on my phone.
Yeah.
To upload my reactions, and that should be like 2 minutes to upload. But I went over my high speed, and I gotta wait till like another week and shit for that shit to go back. So it was like, fuck, man, everything is slow. I'm waiting, like, damn, this shit is crazy. I'll upload all the way, then the Wi-Fi cut out, and I got to restart the upload all over again. I'm like, this is what lasting than me fucking going through.
And the worst is like because I got to render this shit. Like to put an example, this chapter reaction was supposed to be like a 16 minute video. Intro, outro, the chapter itself. I swear to God, bro, it took me an hour to render a 15-minute video. Like. And then afterwards, it takes like 2 minutes afterwards just to upload it straight to YouTube. So I'm just like, bro, I got things to do, man. I ain't gonna wait here like an hour.
Taking them fucking hours just to do his 3-4 minute videos he be doing. I be like, God damn. But he be having a lot of shit in it, but still.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Man, I really enjoyed this chapter, man. Like whenever we finish this stream, I'm gonna start working on my best chapter of the week video. And I don't know where I want to put this chapter. Like I'm tempted to put it #1, but then I read Neverland. It's like, I gotta take a I don't know, man. This My Hero Academia was hype. It was kind of confusing, but that shit was hype too. It's crazy. I don't know.
Let me see this chat really quick too. Gakujo got introduced, taking an L, and then got shelved. Yo, Mugen, you disrespectful, man. This guy was calling. Oh man, when you get into One Punch Man, man, you're gonna see a character. He calls him the licenseless writer. If you guys are One Punch Man fans. That is the most disrespectful thing you can ever call my boy. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna read that in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna finally. I don't really want to read it, but people have been recommending it, so I'm gonna check out I'm gonna check out Fire Brigade too. I'm gonna take off Goblin Slayer and I'm gonna put Fire Brigade in there because my boy Angry Anime Fan and Madison, they both recommended it to me. They said that shit is good, so I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, you heard that shit?
Fire Brigade. I read it like the first few chapters, like when it was coming out, then I kind of dropped it after. Like it wasn't my cup of tea, really.
I'm gonna check it out. One Punch Man is greatness. I feel like it is, and that's why I don't want to read it because it's a parody. I want to be amazed by a parody. I hate parodies.
Yeah, I'd rather just wait for the anime, honestly, because like with the manga, it's like it comes out bi-weekly. Then it's like sometimes you get like 7 pages and 8 pages, but like the art detail of it is like ridiculous. But I value a story more than its art, so like. I'm willing to like wait for it to kind of like build up and then get to read it. And if it comes out in the anime, hey, they're gonna cover a bunch of chapters, so we're good. Yo, Draco asking me if I put respect on Ohan's name yet. You know what, man? I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
You put respect on his name after Earl Sheen.
I know. I gave him a bit of respect. I'm not gonna lie. I gave him a bit of respect after the Fire Dragon's away, but he's still disrespectful.
You can't.
It's just like, bro. Like I still don't forgive him.
I hate Ohan too, bro. He was such a dick at the beginning. He really was.
Yeah, I guess because I'm a Molten man. Like
he really still is a dick. Like he don't really like if him, Shin, and Molten had a little meeting right now, he'd still be acting like a dick towards Shin.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For a while.
It's just like I don't know, man. It's just like he just roasts me off the wrong way. Like first time I see him, like he's a dick. Like that's it. Screw him. Like this guy. He talked bad about Oki, bro. Like, come on, his demise. And he's like, he was part of the side branch. Get the hell out of here, man. Like, who are you to say that stuff?
I don't know, but I was impressed by the way he stood up for Sei's dream. Like, I really to hear him say that. The way he said.
I feel like the crowning moment for him, like, because the whole thing people keep saying like about Osen, how he's gonna be like this guy, he still wants to be king and stuff, and maybe let's say like after they take out Zhao, he might use that to kind of backtrack and take after Quinn or Chin. So kind of so he takes down 2 states with one, with one attack possibly. And maybe like from there, like Ohan kind of like decides like, screw you. Like I ride for Sei, I don't ride for you. Because he sees like the ambition his dad has, and that's not exactly what he feels is like the best way for peace.
It would be a plot twist though that I really don't think it'll happen. But what if he conquers Zhao, and he already got the people loving him and shit, and he just claims Zhao as his? He don't even go back.
Okay.
He don't even go back to Quinn. He just claims it. He conquers it and claims it as his, and then we got a fucking rebellion. I don't really think that's gonna happen, but I just thought of it right now. I don't really want that to happen either.
Yeah, like I don't even know how Sei would react to that, because then it's like, again, that guy's a defense monster. How are you going to be able to stop him, especially if he gets his hands on like Catan and stuff?
And then you got people like Ken and Yatan, where they're not just gonna sit here and be like, oh well, we gonna swear fealty to Osen unless he like captures them or some shit.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know how that's gonna work out either, but like I don't know. I feel like with this arc, we're probably gonna like see like the total end of it maybe within like a year and a half. I just feel like because like if we're gonna get that part 2, especially considering like with Boku, I can't see him showing up in another arc. I feel like if he takes one more L, he has to accept death. Because then, like, what value will he be to someone else? Even if he'll have some strategies. And I remember saying before, like, maybe some strategies that he has will probably be useful to another state, just because maybe they have the better resources to kind of, like, compare to what he has with his his ideals. So I don't know. But I'd say it's still random, like, to see like him lose and then just like jump on another bandwagon. I
think they've been working Karen in since the Coalition War to be like the next, villain after, because first it was Royafui, and then they was kind of working in Raboku, so he could be the next after Royafui. And now we got Raboku is like, we got to get him out the way to continue, and because he's the man in China, so you got to take him out to kind of show the new dominance, and that Quinn is here to conquer all the states. And I think Karen is going, because Karen keep underestimating everything. Like, she said that everybody was saying that they was done once they went to Zhao lands.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen. I mean, they got to, I don't know, it's just I can't see Quinn taking the L, but at the same time, I don't want to just say, because I respect the people of Zhao, like they commanding officers, it's just hard for me to be like, oh, these dudes just going to get fodderized. Like,
yeah, it's like I'm fine with them conquering. It's just a matter of like who from our side is gonna die. I think that's what I'm worried more about than the L, because the L, it's like if that were to happen, it screws up the 15-year plan that we have with Sei in order to conquer all of China. So like he takes one L right here. Like how do you go and like the momentum that they have right now going? They got to make sure they capitalize on this. So if they take an L right here, like it just kills them afterwards. And especially against Zhao, like it's not like you're going after Han. Like in my opinion, like Han is still the weakest. I know some people are still saying like, maybe we're going to see something out of them or whatever, like if they face Chu, which I feel like Kuyoku is going to run through Han. Like if he's like the leading guy, like CO, commander and officer and stuff going in there, just because I feel like they got to occupy that last spot for the three great generals that we know of, which are Koen, Karin, and then previously Kan Mei. Kan Mei gone, you got to fill that third spot. So like, I know like they were saying before, like I think it was with Chu, their generals are on the same equivalent as like the great generals like Qin.
Mm-hmm.
It was something like that. But I understand definitely, like, if they have that kind of thing right there, like you can just be a general, walk in and stuff. But I feel like just the position itself, like the name in itself, like Kuyoku maybe should be that guy who I feel should be the closest to probably taking that spot and maybe like temporarily holding it and see if he can conquer something like Han. And Karin's like, okay, well, if you do good here, I'll give you this position. If you don't, we'll offer your head.
Then and it Chu being so big, like I wonder how hard it's gonna do that, because you can't just conquer the whole entirety of Chu in just one single campaign. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many. Like even Rinpa said that if when he had that meeting with Karen, that if if whatever that situation was happening, he would have came down with Zhao to claim swaths of Chu land. He didn't say the whole of Chu. He just said it's a bunch of lands from Chu. So because Chu is so freaking big, you can't just take it all in one go. You got to work your way through the whole country or whatever.
Antiforum was like, Han, oh yeah, I forgot it exists. It's so small on the map.
Yeah, Han is gonna get wrecked, man.
I know, man. I can maybe see something where it's gonna look like a tough battle for Kuyoku, because like again, like if it's gonna be like maybe his first campaign, then it might be troublesome for him. Like compared to like, let's say if Koen or like Karin is showing up and they're going to take command, like Han's going to run through, no question. But like to put like a young guy like Kyoku in there, and we know like, I wouldn't say like he's like I find similarities with him and Shin.
Yeah,
like I don't know. I can't decide whether if he's more of a hothead or he has a balance, or like he's just like he's just like he's so confused with the situation sometimes. Like he wants to go in and fight. Like I don't know, man. Because we have to see what he's been like too over the years that passed. So like maybe he's gonna be more like calm minded. He's gonna look at the situation stuff and figure out plans from there. With these young guys too, especially Hakure, if we see him again afterwards, like I feel he's gonna probably show up with him during that campaign.
I think he's a little bit smarter than Shin, but I do see a lot of similarities as far as like their approach to battle. I think they both instinctual. I don't think he's like a strategical type. I think because the way he kind of got them in to work with him when Karen gave him 5,000 troops, the kind of way he got them to work, he didn't try to like force them to. He kind of just kept everything simple, and they followed him. So I think he's definitely gonna be a general by the time we see him again. Like he'd probably be a general before Shin and him. Like once they get promoted, he'd probably been a general already.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see this. I think if you was it? How was this? Oh no, never mind. But yeah, man, let's see what else in the chapter. So we got past like the Bananji stuff, like him fighting with Ohan, and then we see like So the thing with Chogaryu now, right? I really feel like if let's say Bananji ends up dying to Ohan, right? I feel like to kind of compensate that, we're gonna see probably Chogaryu running in there to kind of take out Aku afterwards. So like you're gonna lose one of the commanders for Revoku, but at the same time, Osen's gonna lose one of his guys. He kind of compensated, so it's not like the entire time Shin is just pretty much beating the crap out of Zhao, and they're not getting any licks for themselves trying to take out some people. And I feel like if you take out one of those top guys, I think that was his left the left hand to Osen. I believe that was Aku.
I think Aku was his left hand and Aku is his right hand. His right hand is like your number one guy. Yeah.
So it's just one of those situations where I feel like
the trash man joined. The trash man joined.
Oh,
yo,
okay,
what's good, bro?
Yeah, nice.
Oh man,
I just thought you guys were streaming.
Yeah, we're gonna be streaming for like another 25 minutes after. But yeah, man, tell me your thoughts on the chapter stuff. What'd you think?
Bro, what'd I tell you? I told you Moten was not taking Kisui's head. He's not ready. He's not ready.
He was the one that was saying that shit. He was the one. I was trying to figure that out. I was like, somebody said that shit. Who was it?
Dustin, you should have seen the end of my reaction. I called out Commodore Laz. I was like, I knew he should have Kisui's head.
I'm gonna watch that shit after this stream or after I do my video.
I have to see myself too, man. I got all that. Oh my! I still feel it in my bones, bro. Moten's still gonna take that W from Kisui. There to kind of help him out or something, and then that's what we're gonna see, bro. Like, no, I guess it's gonna bug the hell out of me, man. If freaking Shin actually goes in there, but he has 800 men. I don't see because again, Moten could use that to his advantage. He sees those 800 men and he's going to use them for some kind of plan so he can get even closer to Kisui afterwards. And even Kisui said, if we keep things as the way they're going right now, we're going to try and stop these guys who are on this like momentum drive right now. So,
well, I mean, like, what's his name? Shin's men are going to be under Moten because it's Moten's side. Like, he's the commander of the left, I guess, field. So he's going to be able to, with his, like, how smart he is, he's going to be able to manipulate Shin and his men to do some crazy shit, I'd hope. And take the W.
I mean, personally, I would rather have, let's say, Shin take out Bate, even though it kind of kills, like, the Rikusen hype that I had from before. But, like, at least it leaves open Kisui for Moten after. But I still feel like Kisui's going to give a good fight, though, regardless of who he's going to battle against. Because he doesn't have, like, I was saying to Dustin before, he doesn't have Regana anymore to kind of protect. He's off. So, like, if he wants, he can go all out in a 1v1 fight when the time comes.
Yeah, what do you guys think of Aku? That man he lost a fucking 1v1 while he was on horseback.
You think he lost that?
Well, he didn't lose the 1v1. He lost the exchange while he was on horseback.
He took a cut, so
like a cut to his cheek, like right here.
I know, bro.
Yeah. How did he not lose? He was trembling, and then there was blood coming out of his cheek.
Because in the bubble, I'd say it was trembling a little bit.
I do agree that I thought that Aku was at an extremely advantage in that situation. I thought that Bonanji was gonna have to cut his horse or some shit, but he didn't. He actually met his blows.
Exactly. Like this man was on horseback. He had the high ground, and he still took a cut.
But you know, Bonanji said that he was more of his cup of tea, so like he was showing him respect at the same time.
No, that means that he's weaker. Like this guy is easier.
I don't think so. Nah, a cup of tea like, in terms of like an actual fight, because he knew, because we saw with this fight too with Ohan and stuff. Like he was having a hard time matching up with his speed and stuff from all his attacks.
Like Aku is like
the
match for him.
I think he was saying like, you know, Ohan is kind of the matchup style is different, but with Aku, it's just glaive, straight power.
Yeah.
More like his cup of tea. I don't think he was saying weak though.
Because then he can combat this so easy because he's used to that kind of style. Where like if you're fighting someone like Gohan, who's like basically like speed and power, like you know mixed in, like that's a tough fight for anyone. You know, in the fight with Girl Shi, like time passed, like now look how much he's showing off. Which again, we need to see it with Moten as well with Kisui.
I think Moten can still take Kisui's head though.
I still do. I still feel it, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna. Olsen's gonna have a moment where he's literally gonna be like thinking to himself, and he's gonna remember a conversation Mobu had with them, and Mobu's gonna say, "I trained that boy. I got him to work a little bit harder and stuff after the coalition because he felt embarrassed." And then 5 years later, he's gonna have the white eyes, and he's gonna come and he's gonna kill Kisui afterwards. That's gonna be a case scenario, man. Like.
I don't know, man. I really don't want my boy Moten to get robbed of his shine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though he kind of did rob Ohan back in the day when Ohan sieged that part of the wall and then Moten just came in at the bottom and shit. But I don't want him to get robbed because he set all this shit up. So he got to kill Kisui.
Bro, like I'll be so salty. You have no idea if I see like Shin cutting Kisui's head off and Moten's just like watching from afar. He would have to copy and paste my face on Moten, and that would be exactly how I feel.
I just checked the chapter, and what's his name? Bonanji was not cut, but he was trembling. I will say that he did tremble.
From like the after effect.
Yeah. No, Aku. Both of them were trembling, but Aku took a cut. But
yeah. Bonanji, I don't think Bonanji didn't get cut.
Yeah, Bonanji didn't get cut. From what I saw, he wasn't cut.
Yeah, it was more like he was trembling because of the effect of like the hit together. So,
but it's crazy too though. Because when we first saw the matchup, I was like, okay, Shin is gonna fight Kisui. But then when we got to the battle and we seen all the shit with Moten, I was like, oh, okay, Moten finally gonna get his moment. But nope, fucking horror, like nope, fucking Shin is gonna take out Kisui. And
you know what's funny?
Do, bro. That's what Shin does. Shin takes out the enemy. You tell him to take out the enemy commander, he goes does that shit.
Yeah, man. Like, but I don't know, bro. I feel like this Chogaryo guy is gonna be something spooky, considering that he's like one of like Rishinjo's like old men. And like I was just saying right now, like if he were to die some way afterwards to Ohan, then like Chogaryo sees like, okay, this kid's all messed up. Why don't I just jump in and try and attack him? And maybe afterwards like, he goes and kills Aku, you know, to kind of compensate things a little bit. Because it would be weird if like, you know, Chin right now does look like they've had the biggest advantage going into this fight in the plains. So, like, if they were to go and take down someone of high level like Bonanji, I think in some sense that Olsen's going to lose one of his guys and probably end up losing Aku. And I think the fact that, too, that, like, him being one of those guys who kind of just jumps into the fight, doesn't even think about anything, he just goes in, just does what he needs to do, I think that kind of spells, like, a dead end for him, considering, like, in any battle, you're going to need strategy. You need some kind of plan, like a backup or anything. It just doesn't look like he has that. He's probably going to end up, you know, biting the bullet sooner or later.
Who?
Freaking Aku. Like stepping up afterwards to go, like, you know, when you finish talking with Ohan, and they were kind of hyping him up, saying like, oh, like he pretty much, like he's one of those guys who just doesn't need to think whatsoever. He just goes and does.
Like Mobu.
So y'all think he'll be the first to die?
That's what I say. Yeah, he'll be the first to die, pretty much. Yeah.
You think Aku gonna be the first?
Kind of I think like just because of that mindset alone, I think it just spells like bad trouble for him.
I think it's either gonna be Maku or Bate because they both been talking hot shit. So I think it's gonna be either one of them.
Yeah. I don't know. Mako, like Mako, I don't like him, to be honest. Like he's just coming in here thinking he's gonna try and get a kill and stuff, and Molten's just taking dubs. You know, doubting my boy and everything, but I don't know. I still feel like one of them's gonna end up dying, and then the other one afterwards will probably die when we get like Katan. Because remember, he's probably gonna end up getting back Kanjo and everything like by the time the end of this arc happens. So
Kanjo might pull a Naki.
he might just stay with Ohan. You think?
Yeah. You know, the last time we see the interaction, he's not even like, you know, telling Ohan he's making a stupid move. He just let him go. So maybe he's starting to really see, you know, Ohan's value, and maybe he's gonna end up wanting to stay with Ohan.
Yeah.
By the way, I was watching Game of Thrones before this season 1. Ned Stark is a fucking idiot, bro.
I know he doesn't know how to play the game at all, does he?
Yeah, it's pissing me off.
I was rewatching it recently. I'm on season 3 now, I think.
He was pissing me off. I'm like, dude, you are tripping.
If he thinks he can just walk up to the throne and just be like, yo, this guy's not the real king, and then just escape, like, fucking retard. And he trusted Peter Baelish. Oh, God.
He's doing what Daenerys is trying to make herself do right now, and trying to be all peaceful and civil and not shed blood, when she should just get on her fucking dragons and go burn shit to the ground. What the fuck is wrong with her?
I was gonna say, so like, what do you guys think for the predictions for next week after when we get to 527? Because like, considering we're probably gonna be jumping towards Yotamwa and Shisuiju, we'll make a prediction right now. You think Heki's gonna show up by the time that battle's going on?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man,
what is Heki? He's not gonna do anything.
I don't know, bro. I feel like Hara's gonna troll the whole Kingdom fan base, and he's gonna be the one to take down Shisuiju. Oh man, I don't know. I honestly have no, like, to be honest, speaking wise, I have no idea what Heki's gonna do on that battlefield.
I feel like you gotta get a feat. He got some feat that OOsef is gonna hate on.
That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
No, he's gonna sit at home base and he's gonna give out some average ass tactical commands, and then people are gonna praise him when like whoever's leading from the front lines will actually be doing all of the tactical work.
What was your reaction? What was your reaction when that chapter when you was reading when Heki was like, "My glaive feels sharps today"? What was your reaction when you?
What? When was this?
You remember that? I don't even remember it.
My glaive feels sharp.
You don't even remember.
Why would Heki want to say that?
That was one of his defining moments. You don't even remember it.
What chapter? What chapter?
I don't even remember, but I remember that moment. That was back in it. Somebody got to say it in the chat, but
it might have been like early on in the series. I don't know, or there's a recent. I can't remember.
My glaive feels sharp today. He was cutting people down and shit, bro. He was killing it that day.
Oh man!
Look at who's like, okay, I don't. You might be.
Dustin.
Rico says, I think. Wait, hold on. I think it says 309 to 310.
Let's have a look. Kingdom.
I swear that's troll shit, because that might be actually when Mobu was fighting Kanmei.
310 was Mobu vs Kanmei. 310 to 315. I remember.
What the hell? 309. Hecky.
He was still ass. He said he was still ass.
He was still ass. Oh my.
Let's have a look.
Mobu a lot though, honestly. Like I feel like it's been so long since the last time we've seen him. Like I gotta feel like the next campaign, whatever we're gonna be on next, like he's stationed at Chu. So like if anything, if we're ever gonna go to Chu, then that's probably the next time we're gonna see him.
Who?
What Mobu?
Mobu. Oh yeah, because he's guarding the front lines there.
Yeah, he's stationed over there, and
then you'll be the supreme commander when we invade Chu. It kind of makes sense because it's like a big accomplishment, like to take down Chu.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like he's gonna be the guy that's gonna fight Koen most likely, depending on his age and stuff too with Koen. Because if he's gonna be like the same age maybe as Mobu, then like to fight, like you have the strongest man in all of China. I think probably is the most strongest man in all of Chu. You know, and he was kind of like the teacher in a way too to Kanmei. So like gotta be
wanna
something
see Paul Rand, 'cause
special.
his hype is up there. I want to see, and nobody really talks about him that much in the series, but every time they do, it's like he's hyped up.
Yeah, and I still feel at the same time he's probably going to be the father to Kuyoku, because if we go by the names and stuff like the Ku and stuff, and we separate that a little bit, like I feel like it's still going to be like Kuyoku's going to have that relation with Koen, and his father is not going to be Koretsu, like the one that passed away for Chu, but remember the brother. If he becomes a king, you know, Chu's going to run to the ground. Probably related to him, and that's how they're able to like have some kind of connection to Koretsu.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I found it. I found the panel. It's in the chat. It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Yeah, Darkside posted it, and this is literally Heki slicing up fodder. Good fucking job, Heki.
Let me see if I can screenshot it.
You sliced fodder in half. Give yourself a pat on the back, mate.
Hey, what you think of a Roboku Kanki 1v1?
Roboku versus Kanki? I think. I got a bet on Kanki for that.
I'm saying, would you want to see that though?
I would want to see that, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Like,
you know, this is a troll.
Look, man, you got fingers chopping off in the back. Look at that shit, man.
Yo, that was my boy. Yo, shout out to Heki. He's learning from Shobunku. If you remember from the assassination arc, where this guy just like pulled up on some dude who was already like injured, and he's just like, get the hell out of my way.
No, that was Heki's biggest battle. He killed 3 fodder with 1 blow.
It feels amazingly sharp, bro. Don't kill me.
They gave Heki a whole page. They gave Heki a whole page in that fucking
and a whole page, yo. Hara, I remember Hara stated this too before. Like he was supposed to die like way back or something, but I think it was like a mix up on names. So he was supposed to die like a lot earlier, but then I guess because like popularity and shit, like you just kept him around. It's gonna be like a Beto situation where eventually he's gonna die, and then it's gonna be like something that's gonna motivate in a way to like Shin afterwards when he's losing like his comrades. Because I feel like sooner, like because since we're in this like kind of war, we're like, oh, we're going against all these states, we're gonna start losing some people that are gonna be like close to like the troops. You know, kind of like what happened with Beto back then.
What you think? Wait, who did you say was gonna be like Beto back then?
Like Heki, like because just because of the connection that they've had for so long and stuff. So I feel like
what they're both they're both trash. Is that the connection?
I don't know.
The fuck was that?
So this man. Oh my!
It's
true.
true.
Oh, they're talking about BDV.
Yep.
BDV said you can put OOsef on
face on that panel. That last panel.
Yo, you give BDV work. I gave him work actually, so I want to screen share it. Oh my! Oh yeah, the Trader General done instead. But yeah, so like the whole thing with Naki, because we were talking about that a little bit. Like, do you still feel like he like? Because I still feel like he cares in a sense to Kanki. So do you feel like in trouble, he's just gonna ditch the Hishin unit?
You cut out like a lot there, like in the middle.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. What
I'm good now, or what?
Yeah.
I'm saying like with what's cutting out again?
No, it's fine.
Okay. No, because I was saying with the Naki, you think like he's gonna like, you know, come at the situation where say he finds out Kanki's in trouble like you, and then he's gonna end up ditching like the Hishin unit to go and trying to like help out his old friend?
Nah. Naki, when the way they kind of portrayed him, it kind of seemed like he never really cared about Kanki's unit. Like he was just there because he was assigned there. But then he finally found his home in the Hishin unit.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it seemed like.
Well, remember when Kanki kind of had to go and intercept that Zhao army? Naki was kind of looking back like, damn, that's my people. But he kept going. So I think
he's giving that look too and stuff. I think it was in 504 or 505. He was giving him a look where he's just kind of like, you know, kind of remember, like, I guess like he's kind of remembering like his time and stuff with them. And then like after So Sweet just kind of like took him apart afterwards, like to bring him back. But that's another guy who needs some feats, man. So Sweet. Because I remember like the last time like anything big happened with him, like he got destroyed in the Fire Dragons Away arc. And then he was out of commission for like the majority of it after. So like, I don't know. Like I want to see him get some kind of shine too, but just like against who?
I remember Sosfi, like he had such a great introduction, like with his commander being such a nice guy, and then him getting assassinated by Rinko, and then they join up with the Hishin unit. Like Sosfi just like, I pledge myself to you. That shit was dope.
It was, and I just feel like after that moment, man, it's just like he's really been just like by Kario 10's side and stuff, just like playing strategies and just like that's not what he's like. He could be that if he wants, but like he's got his own glade too. Let him fight.
He's like the Ohon of the Hishin unit. Like he can perform strategies in the middle of a battle and he can fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, like I don't know what else is this chapter I got to talk about because I'm still like so conflicted with the whole thing with Shin, like being told by Osen, like I want you to bring back Kisui's head. What kind of consequences is going to happen though if he doesn't bring Kisui's head?
I mean, we've never really had to think about that because Shin's always overperformed in wars. Like even like when he was told, he was told to like cause some sort of disruption on like the left battlefield. Well, not left battlefield, but like you guys remember in Bio, right? Where he was told to go around the thickets and cause like some disruption in the backline. He actually got all the way to the center and took the head of the commander.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's an option for him to not take his head. I think he'd do that and more. Like he's gonna crush the left side of the battlefield with Moten's help.
I just don't. I think even if he doesn't kill Kisui, Kisui's gonna die. If Shin doesn't do it, Moten's gonna do it. Like somebody's gonna do it.
Yeah, like I can't see him surviving after this arc, especially Bate, man. Bate, the second he started disrespecting Olsen, it's like, yeah, your foot's in the grave. Now you just gotta get your head in there. Like, I don't know, bro. Like with Bate, it's just like who's gonna take? Because like if Shin takes Kisui, then like Moten takes Bate. It's just like like I don't know like how I'd feel about that because like what would we rank like Bate like is he still like like the general level or just like we give him the position and like they really aren't worth it, like let's say with Heki.
He's general strength, but intelligence wise
doesn't look like he has any of that. No.
They said even Moten said he's pretty capable. He's not like a genius.
He's not stupid. He's not a genius, but like he's average intelligence.
Yeah,
I think he said a little above average.
You say Joseph. Yeah, Joseph's saying like Shin just better kill someone badass. Well, he's gonna kill Hoken or Riboku. He's gonna take out one of those guys. That's almost a guarantee.
Riboku, he better take out.
I would love to see Riboku. I remember with Tim, Kingdom Greatness, like he was saying like this. I don't know if he told you Dustin about this theory about how he believes that like Shin and Riboku could somehow be related.
I think he did tell me, but I don't agree with it though. You agree with it?
Theory, but like it has, if you go into the actual context of it, it does seem like it can make sense. But it just because like we're so far into the story, I don't know if I could see that ever happening. Like I could say because the thing is like with Roku, like the way he talks with Shin and just how he comes out is like, don't let me, don't force me to kill a kid, or how he feels like so like, he's calm and complacent at times and stuff whenever he speaks with them. And like Shin just feels like this weird like unease compared to like anyone else that he's ever met. Like the closest we've seen from that was with Konki. So like I don't know, man. Like I could see something because the way he explained it to me was like Shin, like because we don't know with Shin like his parents and stuff because they said they died during the war, but that could have been a ruse. And let's say like the mayor actually like the mayor who took care of him and stuff knew exactly what was going on. So like Riboku was coming from Zao, right, during like the wars or something that was going on, probably dropped him off there. Because he knew if someone were to find him there, like, because the thing too, Tojo doesn't like him, so maybe there's some kind of thing where like if anyone relates to him, would probably die. You probably send them off over afterwards, like to Chin or something, and left him with the mayor. So the mayor doesn't know who this Riboku guy is. He's like, here, take care of this kid. His parents are dead, blah blah blah. They could have made something like that up, and it's something to do with the names, the names too, because like we know what Shin, like his actual thing is Li Shin. Like in the very first chapter of the series and stuff, when like those guys were saying like Li Shin. And like Riboku, like we even say like in the like when they go talk, say like the characters and they say like their Chinese name and stuff. His thing was Li Mu, I believe it was. So like Li Mu and Li Shin kind of connection.
But they say Hara don't always stick with the history because they say in real history, Koyokai wasn't a girl.
Yeah, it was a guy. Like that's like one of the only little things I know. But like, I don't know. Like, it would be a crazy hell of a twist. Like Riboku says, like, would you really go and kill your brother? And
I
like,
wouldn't
what the
like
hell are you
that.
talking about? Like, it would be on some Star Wars shit. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like I want Riboku to die after all this shit that he's caused.
Yeah,
No,
he can't just stand off some shit like that. He gotta die.
I'd hate that. Like, it's making Shin like, oh, he's the chosen one. He's the son of the 3 great generals of like Zhao.
It would be awesome though if Shin just cuts him down. He just doesn't care. Like, you could be in my blood, I don't care. Look what you caused, and like he just cuts him down.
He is the chosen one. OOsef. Come on, man.
I mean, yeah.
I'd prefer if like he came up like straight from nothing. Like,
Yeah.
he was literally dirt, and now he's a great general. Not like, oh, my daddy was Riboku, and he got me, like, I don't know. He has, of course, he has the blood of a general in his veins.
Yeah. But then he can kind of renounce him at the same time. He's like, I don't need, regardless of who family I was and stuff, I'm Shin. Like, I've earned my keep and stuff by doing what I've had to do. And so, like, regardless of whom I'm affiliated with, my actions are speak with my accomplishments. So birthright shouldn't have to him shouldn't matter. His family at the end of the day has always been like, Piao, Karyo-ten, Sei, Heki, Shobukun, like those guys.
It shouldn't matter, but like, it still doesn't change the fact that, oh, look, he's got a general's blood in his veins. Like,
if it's true, he ain't get Riboku's smarts. We know that's for sure.
Yeah. That's true.
I don't think Riboku's like that big of a character though. Like maybe if it was like a really badass guy that was like not really connected to any state, I would say yeah. But Riboku being his dad, there's like way better candidates.
I mean, I'm gonna say dad, but like his older brother or something, because we could say Riboku's like what, late 30s, early 40s at least.
Yeah.
And Shin's like what, 22, 23. So like, look at like a 20-year gap. Like even then, like he's still gonna be like an older brother, like an uncle or something.
Yeah. Yeah, he told me about that, but I didn't really agree with it. But if he turns out to be right, shit, props to him, because I would never predict that shit.
Yeah, because again, it's like those names you would think like, will they actually come true and stuff or come into play or something? But again, Hara decides what he wants to do with the story. So like, if he wants to throw in some like crazy twists or whatever, like we'll never know. Prize. But
y'all think the chapter's gonna come out on time tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
For One Piece. For if the J box is consistent, shout out to the J box. Then yeah, I hope so. It's gonna come out on time. If not, we'll have to see, man. I hope that this, Sanji isn't baking no cake. I would be so I don't know if you guys all saw the top 30 list for like not top 30, but the popularity poll. There was like a leak or whatever for it, and it shows like some of the characters. The most blasphemous list I've ever seen in my life. Sanji actually was in the top 3. It was 200 votes behind freaking Zoro at number 2.
It was number 1. Luffy was number 1.
Right? Luffy, obviously, of course. Luffy was like, I don't know how many. He was like 2,000 or something like that. I think higher than Zoro. It was something crazy.
So what? Luffy, Zoro, Sanji in the top 3?
Yeah. Then it was like, I think Law was the 4. Then 5, I believe, was Ace. Then it was Jinbei. And I think after that, I think it was Chopper, Nami, Sabo, and then Boa Hancock. I'm convinced right now, man. Boa Hancock can never show up again in the story, and she'll still be in the top 10.
I don't think that top 3 is blasphemous, though.
Well, it was Sanji, bro. Like, after all the stuff that's been going on with him, like, I understand, like, his family, whatever, but what, like, again, it's popularity, too, so I got to factor that in. But, like, to me, he hasn't been that popular. Family going on.
Oh, no, it's Sanji, Luffy, and Zoro. That's like a 3. Just off character design, just his whole personality.
Yeah.
Maybe popular. He's a popular guy.
It's just real. How the hell is Boa Hancock still top 10? We haven't seen her since like the beginning of the time skip.
Oh, I don't get the love for Boa Hancock, bro.
Zeke,
she's so.
I really don't get.
I feel she's overhyped. She's overhyped.
She is so overhyped. No way she's stronger than Duffy.
No, like we ain't gonna go there. Was you in the last? Was you in the last power rankings?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wasn't there.
I still say she's an A-, but like in terms of that ranking, it's Mihawk, then it's Doflamingo, then Doflamingo Akuma mix, depending on how things go. Then probably Weevil, and then she's like the number 5. So she's like in the bottom side of the Warlords, but the only one that's not close to an A is Buggy. That guy is like a C if he's lucky.
I'd say she's a B+.
B+? Mm-hmm.
Like, Luffy should be like a B, and then she'd be a B+. That makes sense.
I have no comment.
That's good, Dustin. That's good.
Oh, man. But yeah, let me see. It's already 11. Yeah, I gotta get going in a bit. But anyways, any final thoughts, any predictions you guys want to say for the chapter next week? Well, the week afterwards, 527 for Kingdom.
I mean, they pretty much said we're going to your town with Battlefield, so.
Yeah, anything we're gonna see though in particular, like, are we gonna actually see them clash? Maybe Baggio or Taijufu fights.
I think it would just be catch up on what's been happening, and then like trying to lay out a strategy, and then in the upcoming chapters we'll see the strategy unfold.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be catch up, and then at the end we get some kind of hype for Shinsuji, and then we end like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I like the stream.
Yeah, like the stream. Like the stream. We had like at one point like 15 people watching, which is pretty lit. So, like, you know,
man, I miss streaming.
Hey, I had started a little bit of your reaction, but now like I'm gonna save it for later when I'm like doing some shit because I like to listen to it when I'm doing some shit. And they said he had a live chat in there. What the fuck was up with that?
Nah. I was trying to do like I was trying to stream it on my other channel that I had, and apparently I have McDonald's Wi-Fi and it just kept getting laggy, so I just decided to record it. I took out like the live chat later because I realized it was there, but it should have not been there.
Okay. I was like, what the fuck? Is he streaming? What's going on here?
I wish, bro.
Oh man. Let me see what the chat's saying with the predictions. I want to see my boy Baggio going in next chapter. Hey, Dark Side, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna be cracking in some skulls pretty soon. Like, that's what gets me hype, bro. It's like, this guy's cracking shields. We see Bananji, like, smashing in the ground beneath him. What's going to top that? Like, Hoken smashing in, like, you know, like a wall or something? Or, like, you know, or, like, throwing someone, like, through a wall? I don't know. Like,
no, and then Kanmei just, like, rises up from the dead and lifts up a mountain.
Kanmei rises up from the dead.
Rises up.
Wait, is it with the head or no head?
Without the head.
I might have to drop Kingdom if that happens.
On some White Walker shit.
That would be lit. Oh my!
Kingdom may just get dropped after that.
It gets a drop, even though Shin gets his dream and like all these god tier panels and chapters. Like,
I didn't sign up for this horror when I read some story.
kind of historically accurate series like Kingdom theories. It's like everyone groups up at Kankaku Pass, like, yeah, we're all friends now. We could beat the monsters.
Yeah,
That's crazy, bro. It's like It's like with Fairy Tail, bro. Some people will spend like 500 something chapters on it, and it's like, bro, you shouldn't have spent like 100. Yeah. Not even 50. Like, hey, but I'll still sign up for a Mashima Hentai series. So, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. So yeah, guys. You stayed through the entire stream. We've been on for an hour, more or less. Please be sure to like the stream if you guys enjoyed it. And I'm pretty grateful right now this thing did not crash on me because I always have bad luck with the Hangouts. But I appreciate OOsef. Channels will be down in the link description below once I edit this thing out. And yeah, man, hopefully, I think when the break happens next week, we're going to try and get another discussion going because I've been wanting to plan some more Kingdom content on the channel ever since these goddamn breaks have been coming in. But hopefully you guys can come through again, talk more Kingdom. Trying to get the rest of the boys to come through as well. You know, praise the gospel as Heki.
Yeah, look, he's got to trick this man.
Yo. But nah, man. Shout out to OOsef. Shout out to Dustin. Bro. Yeah, Kingdom greatness, man. Kingdom greatness. But yeah, guys, like the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. And we'll catch you hopefully tomorrow for more One Piece greatness coming through. But yeah, guys.
Shout out Big Baller Brand.
Shout out Big Baller Brand. Shout out to Meloso, aka the biggest Alonzo Ball fan in the world.
Shout out One Vision. We them
Shout out One
boys.
Vision. Shout out One Vision. We them boys. Shout out to Brago. Shout out to Kingdom Mafia. Shout out to Stan User 00. Live via satellite.
Yeah, I was just about to say, my boy. Yeah.
Couldn't forget him, man.
Video today was kind of extra fire. Y'all peep that shit?
Who?
I haven't seen it yet. No, I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, that shit was extra fire. That shit. I watch this shit usually because it'd be like 3 minutes, so I could just.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I saw that like the thumbnail thing. It said like 3 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'll check it out after. But like, yeah, damn. Like I want to be talking about Kingdom for a while, but like, shit, okay.
But he doing good in 3 minutes though. Like he hit all the points.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He scripts it well.
Yeah,
he does. He does.
Alright. Peace, guys.
Yeah, man. Guys, so take care. Thank you so much for watching. Commodore Laz signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.